My name is Fred Sultani. Most of you personally knows me as the Straight Edge Reviews owner, promoter, unboxer, and reviewer. However, there are those of you who knows me in the Mortal Kombat online community as the longtime fan and collector that is known as Fraysol. These are my Mortal Kombat collector videos. Please like, subscribe, share, and also hit that notification button to know when the next time a collector video comes available. Thanks. What's going on, everybody? This is MK Collector Fraysol coming at you with episode 5 of the Mortal Kombat Collector video series. This video is the first since January, since I actually am going to show off my collection. The last video, if you haven't missed it, look for it in the playlist. I interviewed the Gaming Legend Paul E Niemeyer, which shared some really good information about what it was like to be a part of the Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 game, in other words, and being part of that and what it was like, and also some history on the pinball and other items, what it was like to work for the company, the gaming industry then, back in the 90s. I'm going to do this video in 2 parts. The first video is obviously going to be the newest Funkos and the newest McFarlane figures that just recently came out. And then the part 2 is going to be the other items that I've just recently collected in the time since January of this year. So this will be a 2-part video, but I do have a next episode want to be special. My wife had said that she would do a interview, what it's like being or married to a Mortal Kombat collector. But the deal is I have to get up to more than 30 subscribers on this channel, in other words. Currently it's at like 23 if I'm right. So feel free to, if you haven't, just subscribe so I can get her and what it's being like to be married to someone like me, a Mortal Kombat collector who has, amount of stuff. In other words, even nickname his man cave the combat cave, etc., etc. So be sure to subscribe and let's get her on this so we can see what it's like to be married to a combat collector. And then maybe I also have a giveaway that I'm putting together. So make sure that you also get the notification so when episode 6 comes out, I'll have the information on that video about giving away some stuff that I have, because you'll see here in this video, part 1 and part 2, that I'm going to have probably an extra item or 2 that I feel like I may just need to just put into that giveaway. So here we go. With further ado, we'll start with the Funkos. I realized when I was ordering these guys that I ordered from 2 different sources, one being GameStop and the other one being Pop in a Box, I think is what it's called, Pop in a Box. And both of them are more reliable, shippers and everything. But with all that was going on recently with the pandemic, and I hope everybody is being safe, social distancing and all that stuff, wearing your Mortal Kombat mask, that we're all being safe right now. But because of all that, my orders have went all over. So one time I did get one part of an order, the other one I got later, and then I started to worry a little bit, so I picked up, and so I believe I went a little overboard, and you'll see why here in a second. So I'll show off each character and how many of them I got. So first we're going to start with the least, which is Raiden. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have actually 4 of these guys. One of them is in my office in a diorama that I have set up with my MKX Funko Pops, Terminator Funko Pop, and DC Funko Pops. these guys away. Next up, the next one is the Raiden the Funko Club exclusive ones, and these I actually got. I'm keeping them in their box that they got. They came in from GameStop. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So a total of 4 of these guys is what I have. Again, one of them, the one that's out, is the one that I found in the store. I wasn't understanding where my order was because of all the pandemic stuff and why delayed shipping was going on. It wasn't really clear at that time that that's the reason why. It was because of that. But yeah, so I visited a store and actually went to also Target and found where my daughter and we picked out some Funko Pops because we found a couple of the Mortal Kombat's there as well. And well, she happened to pick the next set of these guys, which is she picked out Liu Kang while I picked out Scorpion. So, but from the Liu Kang set that I have, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these guys, and I to this day I'm still trying to figure out why wasn't I guess I was really eager to get these in my collection, but I didn't realize that I would wind up with so many. So I'm going to eventually just make sets, and anything that's outside of a set, I'm considering putting into that giveaway that I mentioned earlier. Next up is Scorpion. So like I said, I picked one up from Target with my daughter, so that was mine. But she actually recognized who the Yellow Ninja was. So what was really cool, I asked her, who is this? She even said Scorpion, because she sees me every once in a while. She'll see me playing the game, or and of course she's not seeing all of it, in other words, because I'm not getting her into it yet, but she knows what Mortal Kombat is. So that's really interesting how a 4-year-old takes everything in. So for the Scorpion pops, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Funko Scorpion figures. Yeah. So tell me about what you guys have. Do you guys have any of these guys? I mean, obviously the next set that I have here, I'm going to start putting them out right now, is Sub-Zero, but do you guys have any of the new ones? And if so, which one is your favorite? Okay, so I don't know if you guys counted. Sub-Zero, total of 6. 6. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I have these many. But again, like I said, a part of it is because of the shipping of the recent stuff that's going on. So, but again, the extra sets I'm considering putting into. So make sure you're a subscriber and you had that bell at the end of this, so you can find out when the next episode 6 comes out, and I'll tell the details of that giveaway then. Moving on to another Funko that I purchased is this one, still left in this box, the Predator. Yes, he's not an MK character, but he was introduced into the realm, in other words, so therefore he is a part of the mythology of Mortal Kombat. So I collect that, and then also that figure, and then as well as previous years I gotten like Freddy versus Jason and all that stuff. So I have those Funko Pops only because their connection with Mortal Kombat. And then the last Funko Pop I wanted to show off in this video, huge shout out if you don't know him, but MK Nash or Nash Aguilera. He does an amazing job on his Funko Pops of customizing them to um, pops that are not even out yet, which should be, I think, in my opinion. But he does a damn great job, and I'll show you here with this one. So he did this. This was years ago. He did this one. He gave this as a gift to me, which I am still grateful for him to do this. But he made a Johnny Cage one, which is pretty awesome. He's also done other ones. One of Mataro, one of Shao Kahn. He purchased the Kitaro one. Um, I'll let him even comment down below if he wants to share what other ones he made or is in the process of making as well too. So that is all my Funko since January, what I've gotten since. And I'm, as of right now, not getting any more Funkos unless they're connected to the MK universe. So I can't, I'm right now looking for a RoboCop one, which if you guys recently just saw the Aftermath trailer, he's about to be entering into the MK universe, oddly enough. So how do you feel about that? Comment below what you think about RoboCop. So moving on, we'll move on to the McFarlane figures here, and kind of the same thing happened with two of the figures here. I got some off eBay, and then I also saw the opportunity on GameStop to get some as well, or not GameStop, Big Bad Toys. So 4 Johnny Cage McFarlane figures. And 3 McFarlane Raidens is what I got from Big Bad Toy and GameStop. And then lastly, these guys. Now, since these are going to be more rare because of the item that comes with it is a sword, they're replacing it right now with a club. Very interesting that they're doing that. But definitely this version is going to be worth, a little bit more, only because the variant of this guy is going to be that sword that's in this. Now, this is not the first time they did this. They did this with previous MK, I believe they're Deception figures. They came with variants of Scorpion, and then I believe they did one, maybe Sub-Zero, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know for sure Scorpion had different weapons and packaging, in other words, for his, which I had gotten from a friend. The ones that are the difference in the Scorpion figures, thanks to a friend, Mike Ifrig. Appreciative of him for selling that little collection to me, in other words, helping him out and all that fun jazz. So anyways, this is part 1. I'll end it here. What was your favorite Funko Pop? What was your favorite McFarlane Mortal Kombat figure? Was it the Raiden, the Johnny Cage, or the Spawn? And do you have any that you're looking for, in other words? If you're looking for and need help with finding Mortal Kombat figures, make sure to find me on Facebook, and also I'll lead you to our group that we have as well, which we're really helpful in finding others who are looking for Mortal Kombat figures. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification so you can see part 2 when it comes out, hopefully later this week, and as well as episode 6 when I do that contest, and all the details with that. So until next time, later guys, peace.